Hey guys, today I'm going to show you a quick video on regex and what it's good for. And I'm writing this in JavaScript. So you have to understand a little JavaScript, you got to understand some basics of programming. But a regex is basically a pattern that you use to find a match, something that matches that pattern. To be more explicit, for example, if I wanted to find the colon in this string, I would just type in a colon, and it would return that match. If I wanted to find a 0, I could do that. Just put a 0 into the regular expression, and it would return a 0. Now usually, and I have to point this out, without any flags, it will only return the first match. So it goes from left to right, and that's something you need to understand. When you use a regex, it searches the string from left to right. So if you want to get the first match that you find of something, you have to remove any flags. Now a flag is, for example, here's our regular expression here. To create a regular expression, you would basically put 2 slashes in JavaScript, and then in between those slashes you put what you're searching for. So in this case I was searching for a colon. Now if I save this and run it, it's only going to return 1 colon, right? And you can see that right there. But if I wanted to return all of the matches, I could just put a G for global. It searches the whole thing and returns all of the matches. So you can see I have an array of 3 matches. So it found 3 colons in this string. Now, that's a very basic example, and I'll just quickly go through how to get these results in JavaScript. You know, you write out your string, you write out your regex pattern, you store the match into, well, you search the string for a match with this match method. String.match. Match is the method, and then you put what you want to find a match for, which is in this case going to be a regular expression, and then it finds it, and then you can console log that, and it'll tell you over here. I don't have to use a regular expression here. I could actually just type in a colon, and it would do the same thing. But I don't get the benefits of using a regular expression if I do that. I really want to use a regular expression. I could even plug the regular expression in right here. Put a G there, and I'd get the same result. But the reason I want to use a regular expression instead of just searching for a string is because sometimes strings can be pretty complicated, and you might want to grab very specific information out of it, and it might be different sometimes. So if I have a bunch of different dates and times inside of a string, I might want to get back all of the dates or all of the times, right? So if I copy this string, I can even throw a comma in there for fun. Do that, change a couple of these numbers, like 11, 23. I'll leave the time the same. But see, now I have 2 different dates here. What if I just wanted to pull those 2 dates out of there? Well, this is when we want to look at our documentation for regular expressions, and we can find out how to detect numbers or special characters or letters. And we just basically need to use these rules for the pattern. If I wanted to get back all of the dates, I can see that the dates say 2020. It's a 4-digit year, a dash, a 2-digit month, a dash, and a 2-digit day. So if I wanted to get back both of those entire dates, I would want to switch up my regex to be something different. Like first they'd want to do digits, any digit right here. It's a \d. So I would say \d. And that would only match the first digit. So what I want to do is \d, and I can put in brackets to say 4 digits. And then I can put a dash, and then I can put another \d for another digit, but this time it's going to be a 2-digit. And then another dash, \d, and make that another 2 digits. So this time it's looking for 4 numbers in a row, a dash, 2 numbers in a row, a dash, and 2 numbers in a row again. When it finds that, it's going to just basically give me back this. And since I have the global flag on, it's going to give me back both of them, both of the dates, and into an array of strings. So first I'm going to put my regular expression back in here. I can change it up here as needed. If I run that, you can see I got both of those dates back. If I wanted to just access the first date, I could just put match 0, and it would give me back the first match. If I wanted to get the second one, match 1, give me the second one. Of course, I could run a loop and then print both of them out, but that's not necessary right now. Well, what if I wanted to get just the time, which is after the t? Well, it would be kind of easy to do, but what if the time matched the year, month, date format? Well, it won't, because there's dashes here and there's colons here. So I could just do a 2-digit and then a colon. We have 2 digits, a colon, 2 digits, a colon, and then 2 digits. I don't really care about these. These are like I think this is the offset for what time zone you're in. So I'm not worried about that. So I'm just going to run that. And now you can see I got the time back instead. If I remove the 1 there, it gives me back both matches. And of course, they're both the same. So it's really useful if you're if you have a wall of text, right, and you don't want to read through the whole thing, and you just want to get back matches out of it, then you'd want to use a regular expression to do that. If you want to get back all of the matches, you can put the global tag. If you only want to get back the first match, you can take out the global tag. And if I run that, you'll see it returns actually a regular expression object, and inside of the object, the value of 0, which is the key, is the time, and it also gives you back, like, if it's in a group, it gives you back if it's in what the index is and what the input was. So you can actually get back quite a bit of data from your match if you don't use the global variable. But what if you wanted to get back an array of objects instead of an array of strings? You might want the index of all of your matches, or what group it's in, which I'm not going to explain groups right now. Well, in order to do that, you actually have to use a different method, and I believe it's match all. I was doing some other work down here, so I'll just go check this out. Yeah, so it's the match all function. So what you'd want to do is create an array and call the match all function. So what I'll do is do it right here. I'll just say We'll just do a const. I don't know why I did a let before. We'll do const objarr for object array equals match all on the regular expression for that string. So now it's going to find all of the matches. It's going to, I don't know if the global variable, is the global variable required? Let's check. Yes, I have to put the global flag, the global flag here in order to do that. So now it looks like we have, oh, we got the same thing back. That's not it then, that's not it. Oh, it's the execute. It's actually a different method. It's execute. Okay, yeah, so what you do instead, I apologize, is you would say regular expression dot execute on the string. So it's a little bit different of a method there. Oh no, no, excuse me, I messed up again. I was getting ahead of myself. I didn't log the right thing. I need to log my object array. There we go. I was still logging my match instead of my new array. So now, let me break this up a little bit. I'm searching this string for this regular expression, but instead of doing a regular match, I'm doing a match all, and I'm using this interesting, whatever you call it, nomenclature, whatever, to create the array. And what this does is basically it says it creates a specific kind of, like, whatever it returns, it allows the values to be updated on the fly, I guess you can say. So when I run that and I open this up, you can see now I have an array with what a match would normally look like. It gives me the result, if it's in a group, the index of the match, and everything. So if you wanted to get that object back, you could do that instead, but that's up to you. I think the most complex thing really about regular expressions is learning the patterns and how to write them. But it's very useful and very appropriate for a lot of situations. Sometimes it's just necessary, actually, especially when you want to get all of the dates or times out of a string. But if you typed in what it literally was, like if I would have to type in 2020 09 07, and then I would only get back that. Anyways, I hope I didn't confuse anybody. I'm not an expert by any means, but I wanted to give you a simple basic example of using regular expressions, and it's really mostly just about learning the patterns. There's a lot of different ways you can do it. I think this is the most simple way to do it. You can either just do a match, or you can do a match all. I'd say most of the time, I really only care about the string that it's returning. I don't always really need the object that has the index value. So I'll probably won't use this as much. I'll probably just do the regular match most of the time, and just get the strings back that I'm looking for. Let's change that back to the date again, the date pattern. Run that again. There's our dates. So there you go. And then again, if I wanted to get back the first date, it would be 0. If I wanted to get back the second date, it would be 1. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video.